Hey, I'm Dalton.
And I'm Rutledge, and we're playing Dungeon Roll.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. I'm going to go through the basics of Dungeon Roll, and then we're going to start delving through the dungeon.
Alrighty.
Okay? It's everybody you would expect to see. We've got fighters, we've got thieves, we've got mages.
The Hobbit name.
We also have champions, and let's see, what else have we? You have scrolls that will enable you to re-roll dice during the course of the game.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is these dice are going to come at you as you go deeper and deeper in the dungeon. I'll be representing the dungeon. All right. On the first level, I'm only going to roll 1 die. On the second level, I'm going to roll 2 dice. So it's going to get harder and harder as you progress through the dungeon. Now, the things I'm going to throw at you: goblins, skeletons, oozes. Okay, kind of some classics from dungeon delving. Any hero can take out any of the monsters. So you spend the dice much like a hand of cards. So I'm gonna spend these and allocate these, and then you would set these aside in like your graveyard or where they are injured or something along this. Okay, so you're spending your dice. You will also notice, however, that things are color coded. So if you were to face 3 goblins, it would take these 3 people to defeat those goblins, right? Or 1 fighter. If they are color, that is a specialist and it's color coded. You'll see that there's a player aid in each box that shows you that the fighter's specialty is goblins. The cleric specialty is, of course, turning the undead.
Right.
The mages cast spells to deal with the oozes. The thief has the ability to open multiple treasure chests. The champion is able to be all of those guys because he's the champion and he's got the ego to kind of step up and do any of that stuff. Now you might think to yourself, well, wouldn't you want to have a party of all champions because they're spectacular, like that wild card fighter? Well, there's a control mechanism because as you're going through the dungeon, you'll be rolling these dragon dice sometimes. These dice represent the amount of noise and ruckus that you're making as you trudge through the dungeon. Once you get to 3, you will be attacked by a dragon at the end of that turn. Okay? So 3 is equivalent to 5 or 6. It's just a threshold. You cross that line, the dragon is coming after you. Now, to defeat a dragon, you need 3 different hero types.
Okay.
So they have to work together to defeat the dragon. So if you are all champions, they're so busy trying to get the kill, they cannot defeat the dragon.
They're all worried about being the hero.
They're all worried about being the hero. So in that sense, now they can still be part of a team,
right?
Because they'll take all the credit anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but they cannot. So that's a little bit of a control. The dragon is a control mechanism against. Oh, I just want to try and get all champions in my party. During the course of the dungeon, you will also encounter loot, and it's always going to go monsters. You have to beat the monsters. You may then loot the level, and then we find out if you triggered the dragon.
Okay.
And you'll see this during the course of things. We'll walk through it, but you actually know enough to get started. The last thing that you need to know is this is your party of heroes, and this is the party leader. The party leader has an active ability that is always going to be available to you. Okay? So this is your specialty. What is the minstrel special ability?
Thieves may be used as mages, and mages may be used as thieves. That
all right. So you've got
strong,
that flexibility with that. And what do you have?
Scrolls may be used as any companion.
Right. So this is actually excellent. So since you're good with magic, this is like an extra fighting companion for you rather than just a reroll die. Okay? But once per delve, you have what we call the ultimate ability that you can use. The minstrels is kind of nice. He sings his song and makes the dragon go away.
Right.
Okay? The enchantress turns things into potions, which you can use to revive characters and heal and that kind of stuff. Now, in all good games, you have to level up.
Right.
If you can get to 5 experience points at the end of each level as this goes up, I will give you the choice. Would you like to go back to town and tell the tales of your deeds? If you have 5 experience points, you will level up and you will each become a little bit more powerful. You will be able to turn 2 monsters into a potion. Your champions will actually be able to defeat 2 types of creatures.
Which is awesome, yeah.
Well, because they're singing the song and they're so like proud, and you make better champions.
Yeah.
So, okay, you ready to go? So roll your parties.
Okay.
All right, so assemble your teams.
No, that's an escalation. It's an expansion.
All right, so here we go.
Right.
And this gives you the ability to re-roll dungeon dice, except for dragons, or your own dice if you wanted to get a little more party diversity. Okay, so here we go. All right, so you must each spend a die to defeat the first monster.
Okay. I'll send.
Yep. So just set these to the side. Once you've spent a die, set it to the side. You advance. Would you gentlemen like to go on with your big parties facing 2 terrible mean dice?
Go for it.
All right, so you will face a goblin, and then this, when it gets to 3, you're fine, so we're gonna set this to the side. So you figure out how to do that. You, however, get the choice of having a potion. The way, here, let me walk through how the timing works on the order of operations on a potion. You spend a hero to consume the potion, and then they go out. The potion triggers, and you may bring the hero back, and it can be anything you want.
Okay.
So you could make it. You could make any hero into a champion if you wanted. So I'll come back to you if you want to do that.
I'll use my
You
rogues.
can go ahead and do
Or
it.
what about thieves since I've got the ability?
Yep. Oh, yeah. So those go to the side. All right. So we're going on to level 3. Each of you has 1. You use that. 3 dice. You have a very beneficent little dungeon here that is not making you work very hard at all. Let's see what you got. You have to do a little bit of work, but then you still get goodies too. So, monsters, nothing. Loot, no dragging. So, one of these activates this, and then 2 come back
Oh wow. So
because both of these will activate.
this cleric activate both of them.
Right, so they'll
So
go
I
out,
get a
and then
fighter
2
and a
of
champ.
anything you want. Yep.
So I've got a good.
And then
spread
if you
now.
would like your first treasure, that is available to you as well. Would you like a treasure?
Yes, I'll have.
Yes, that would make
would be
sense,
good.
right? So spend aside, reach in, and take out a treasure. Okay, take a treasure. And you're happy with the rest of your party? Okay, great.
I got a dragon scale.
Okay, the way the dragon scales work, oftentimes the treasures will have in-game functions so it'll be like a sword that you can use as a fighter or a power scepter that you can use as a wizard. The dragon scale has no in-game function, but if you get another dragon scale, it doubles in value, and at the end of the game, each would be worth 2. All right, so we're moving on to level 4. Each of you has made not much noise. You've got a reasonable party. Here we go. Not much work, nice reward. Okay. You have a lot of work and no reward. So, all right, so these are out. So you've spent the cleric to wipe out the 2 of these, and then you can spend anybody. Okay.
All right. I will send this is champion to deal with the ooze because he can.
All right.
So he's gone. I'll send the rogue to open those.
Yep. Take 2.
Ring and.
Okay. This is the ability to sneak past the dragon.
Okay.
Ring of invisibility.
Right.
Okay. This is a potion. It's a hero in a bottle. So whenever you need a hero, you can turn to that to help out. At the end, however, if you don't use these are converted to experience points.
Okay.
So it's kind of that, do I want to spend 3 treasure just to get that experience point? I don't know. So you will have to make decisions along the way. Okay.
I'll have him deal with this.
Okay.
Just to bring back a mage.
Okay.
And then can I use that now as well?
You wait to use it until you have something.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going on to level 5. Are you ready for level 5?
I'm ready.
Now, you might face a dragon. Let's see what we get. Oh, 5 dice.
Dragon.
You will be facing a dragon. So you will have to clear the goblins, then you have loot, and then you have your dragon. Over here. Yep. You have a lot of work. So you are going to face a dragon.
So I'm dead, Jason.
You had to flee the dungeon because you were unable to clear things. So these come back and you do not get your experience points, but you may re-roll your party for the next level.
I'll go ahead and use this to reroll those 3.
That is an excellent idea. All right, things are getting better for you.
All right, and then I'll use this to get back.
Well, you can actually. Oh yeah, you can get back a hero if you want to. Yeah.
So I'll use this. Just grab a champion, because why not?
Okay.
These 2 will deal with those.
Okay.
And then he'll take the 1 potion. I'll get 2 heroes.
Get 2 heroes back. Yep.
So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good
So you're
there.
good. Would you like to go on to level 6?
What do I need to do? I need to get 5 experience to level up.
Yep.
So this is gone.
And this goes right back in.
Okay. I'll go 1 more level
Okay.
for now.
All right, here we go. Level 6. 5 dice. Well,
GG white.
Right.
not exactly what you wanted to see.
No.
And this is where if that had been a champion, you would be all set right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to clear the dungeon as well.
So ladies and gentlemen, Dalton and Rutledge are the first people today that were unable to clear the first level of the dungeon. So we're gonna be going on to the second level of the dungeon, and things will go a little better, I'm convinced. Re-roll your party. You got your party ready to go? And you can just put that back there for reserve, because they're persistent from level to level. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I lulled you in with those early levels,
Right.
and then I took over. There we go.
I'll go ahead and use this to re-roll.
Well, you would want to wait to re-roll
save.
until you had this stuff to take a look at. All right, so for instance, you had talked about re-rolling because you can re-roll some of your own dice.
Right.
Much better to do that once you can also re-roll one of the dungeon dice. It is pretty early in the level.
Yeah, let's not worry about it. I'll just have one of the champions deal with that.
Okay, great.
Dragon bait.
All right, dragon bait will turn all the monsters into dragon, and then you just deal with it then. Now it's really good for you because you can always sneak past the dragon
Right.
with your ability. Okay, so we're going to level 2.
I'll have that to deal with that, and this will open the treasure for
Take
me.
a treasure. How would you like to deal with these?
Oh wow, talisman can be used as a cleric.
Yep.
This.
Okay. All right. Level 3. Level 3. All right. Let's get some good stuff. There we go. That's a little bit better. You can deal with that.
I'll use.
So if I wanted to,
you-
I could use the dragon bait.
Turn it all in. Yes, and you get an extra experience point out of that too.
Okay, so I'll do that.
All right. So these all become dragons.
Keep that.
You now fight a dragon.
And I have to have one of each.
Yep. You will get an extra experience point, and you will get an extra treasure. Would you like to go on to level 4 with only 1 die?
Nope.
Okay. So we're gonna give you your 3 experience points.
Hard pass.
With your with that, you're now at 4. You're almost about to level up. Okay.
I'll use this to re-roll that, just in case it's another.
There you go.
right.
What would you like to do?
I'll have this become 2 years, so
Okay. Yep.
then this will open the chest.
Okay. Take a treasure. All right. So you got some treasure. You've got 3 experience points available here. Would you like to go on?
I have to fight the dragon to get the experience, right?
You have to fight the dragon to get the bonus from the dragon.
Okay, so how do I get would I be able to get any experience now, or would I have to wait still?
You can go back to the tavern to get your 3 experience, okay, much as he did.
Okay.
Or you can press on.
Oh, let's press on.
Okay.
Onward.
Oh, I have one of your heroes for some reason. All right. Monsters, dragon, loot, dragon.
Let's re-roll those monsters. Alright, so that will deal with that. And he will become 2 heroes, so...
Yep, 2 heroes. Okay. You might want a champion in there.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case, because that would have helped you out last time.
Right.
All right, so you ready for 5?
Ready for 5.
All right, let's see if you're going to be able to level up. Rough. But you should be okay.
Alright, so I'll use this as a cleric. So that
Okay.
goes back in there.
Yep.
So he's taken care of.
You could use him as a fighter. He will take care of or as a wizard.
Right.
He'll take care of all of that. And if you'd like, you could get an extra treasure, collect your experience points, and level up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. So take another treasure. You now have your extra experience points.
So, yeah, level up from that.
You level up. And now your champions have the ability to defeat an additional monster in addition to what they're doing.
Alright.
So, you got a new party? New parties. Final delve.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I am very much okay with that. I really like that ability with the special way to make these guys in the road kind of go back and forth.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem. You advance. What would you like? Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll have him.
Okay. Now, hopefully you can get a dragon scale maybe, get a little extra points.
Oh, I got a sword, so.
All right, but that's another hero.
Right.
Okay, we go on to level 2. 2 dice. 2 dice. Nothing.
All right.
So easy skip, and you're in a situation where you might be fighting an early dragon, which I've said is a pretty good way to go.
Yeah, I mean, because the farther you go, the fewer and fewer heroes you have. So if that dragon shows up, even if you only got 2 different heroes, it's still not enough. Okay.
So did you take him out? Did you want this?
I already took it.
Oh, you did. What'd you get? Anything good?
Dragon scale.
All right. So if either of you can get a dragon scale, that will help out a lot. 3 dice. 3 dice. Now, remember, your champions can now defeat an additional so he can fight as a cleric, and then one guy can wipe out all 3.
Let's go ahead and spin this to re-roll all those dice, though, just see if I can get a dragon or something else.
Oh, you want that dragon?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Let's use this other token, see if I can get something out of it. All right. So, you know what? Let's use this too. Let's re-roll those 2, keep the treasure. Yes, so we get the dragon.
So we get the dragon. All that trouble to have to face a dragon.
Right.
Okay.
So, dragon, ooze, treasure.
All right, so ooze first.
Yep.
Treasure, take your treasure. Dragon, you get an extra experience,
Another scroll.
and you got another scroll.
Do I get another treasure for defeating the dragon?
Yes,
Okay.
you do. And we're at level 4. But
Another scroll, okay.
okay, but you're pretty wiped out of stuff right now.
I'm okay with how that worked out, though. That was,
Scroll to reroll those.
Okay.
We were killing a lot of dragons. Like, there's going to be a problem. They're going to be on the watch list soon.
Now you can use your ability to turn this into a potion.
I will do that.
Right, and because this is a potion now, you can get a net gain of heroes.
Yeah.
So I use
Yep.
that.
And this guy will bring back 2.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can just keep it, and you get a treasure. All right, did you want to go on?
No, I'll go
All
back
right,
to
count it up. Oh, we got to give you your 4.
Yep.
I will give you a 5.
Works for me.
All right, and then we're going to level 4. You have the 1 dragon. Nice. So those dice go out. Would you like to go on to level 5? You can cover it.
Yeah.
5 dice. Okay, got quite a few. And now that it's cool that like one of your champions could take out all 4 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually really like the different hero abilities. They're really neat. What's his?
And they're all a little
What does
different
the
too.
separate
Yeah.
power do?
It's a wizard.
Oh, so
Or
it basically gives me a wizard.
It gives you a wizard, right?
Now, can you use those tokens against the dragon fight, or do you have to have the dice out there?
They can count as a hero that does that. Yes. You're spending them.
Right.
But you get that extra experience point and that extra treasure, and it's often worthwhile to take it down. Now you can also always sneak past a dragon
Right.
if necessary, but you don't get the benefits of taking one down. Okay. Good. All right. Would you like to go on to 6?
No.
No. So you would collect 5. You would count up your points, add up your treasure. So you've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to 11.
Yep.
Right.
And you actually didn't score anything that first time, so you
Yeah.
caught up a little bit with
Yeah.
things. But that's Dungeon Roll.
That's
All right.
awesome.
That was
Yep.
really fun, actually.
It's that kind of quick sort of a like, oh, let's just give it a run. Let's just give it a run.
Yeah.
I like to play it solo, actually, and just kind of see what scores I can get.
Yeah. Why not?
We actually came up with a campaign where you go through all of the different heroes and play it over the course of a week or so.
Yeah.
And you're tallying up your stuff and adding on treasure. So,
It was
all
awesome.
right. Well, nice playing with you guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your convention.